I am so honored and so happy to have all of you RSs here with us on day 27 of 30 Days Strong. First of all, I just want to thank you for honoring you, honoring us, because you've been practicing your shamanic skills through 30 Days Strong, learning shamanic techniques that you don't find anywhere, and that I'm sharing with you so that you can level up your life and really understand how to manifest, create, and make your life be the most beautiful, vibrant, expansive, love amplifying life that you can. And on 30 Days Strong, that is what it's about. But it's so important for you, my loves, to practice your skills daily. Practice daily. Whenever I take on students who are remembrance students, when I say RS, that means you are a remembrance student. That means that you're not learning, you're remembering, okay? So just for those of you who've just come into 30 Days Strong, okay, I am not your teacher. I am not your guru. I am not your handbag, okay? Because a lot of times people will be like, my shaman, I am not your Gucci. I am not your handbag. I am literally a friend who loves you, a brother in the light who loves you and wants to see you standing next to me, fully equipped in your power, in your service, and in who you are as this powerful, amazing being who's chosen to come to Earth at this amazing time for the acceleration of human development. That's it. So everything that I'm sharing with you is about giving you the tools that you need so that you can remember who you are, why you are, and to do the things that you are here to do. I'm not into any of that other stuff, okay? I'm only into you, the planet, the animals, our ancestors, love, joy, happiness, pleasure, bliss, playfulness, giggling, laughing, playing, dancing, art, beauty, and new discoveries of technology that support us and nature and our evolution and our adaptation. Everything else, all the other stuff that goes along with it, those to me do not really identify the truth of why we came here. So very important that you practice every single day. And I'm really, really happy. I love you so, so much. The other thing that's so important, which is really, really important, is for you to nurture yourself more, okay? Because in the understanding and the way in which we bring in our remembrance becomes stronger the more we step into nurturing, okay? Okay, the more we step into a nurturing place with ourselves. That means what? That means I need you to be your greatest lover. I need you to fall in love with yourself 20,000 times over. When you get up in the morning, I want you to say, good morning, baby. How did you sleep? Okay, when you go to bed, be like, I love you, darling. You're so amazing. I can't wait to wake up to you tomorrow. When you look in the mirror, I want you to tell yourself how amazing you are. I love how beautiful you are. I love how smart and intelligent you are. I love what a genius you are. I love when you walk into the room, you light up the room and change the hearts of people to see the power that lies inside of them. I love that every time you speak to people, you speak to them with love and grace and beauty, and you speak words that inspire and empower. And that I love the way you represent resource and bring possibility to your brothers and sisters through your every way, every action, every word. Okay? So literally, in order for you to really be able to move through these different times that we're going to be going to on Earth, it is so important for you to nurture yourself, because the system, okay, the governments, the systems do not nurture you, okay? They don't teach you nurturing in school. They don't teach you how to create a society that is about nurturing and lifting and shifting and holding space for your brothers and sisters so everyone can be amazing, okay? That is what it's about. So when we get into a space of true nurturing, we get into a space where we're able to move beyond the constraints and the restrictions and the heaviness and the things that keep being showing up from the matrix. It's very important. When we operate in this way, we are operating with intelligence, okay? When we are not operating in this way, we are operating against intelligence. And true intelligence is love. And anything against love is basically non-intelligent. I don't care what it is. I don't care how scholastic it may sound. I don't care if you got this, you went to all these different colleges and got all these degrees. If the knowledge you have is not supporting our adaptation, our evolution, and bringing more love to planet Earth, it's wasted information and it has no place in your mind, okay? Your mind is to be intelligent. Intelligence is love. Remember that. It's very important to acknowledge that. Also, before we start today's remembrance training, it is also important for you to simplify your lives. Now, let me explain to you what that means. To simplify your life is to look around and see what is pulling on you that doesn't need to be pulling on you, that is a waste of time and energy. Like, go through your house and ask yourself, is my life in my home simplified? Or do I have a lot of different things in my home that I really don't utilize on a daily level that support my growth, my happiness, my joy, and me being able to reach to higher places to support people, to having a wonderful life? And if it isn't, then it's clutter energetically. Simplifying your life means getting rid of energetic clutter. That means to take away the things that you are holding on to that do not have any space in empowering, lifting, and shifting and amplifying your energy of love into the world. Simplify your lives, my darling. If your room is cluttered with so many things and it's just a bunch of knickknacks that you got, you know, like when people say, oh my God, Shaman Durek, it's your birthday. What do you want me to buy you? I'm like, nothing. Buy me nothing. If you're going to buy me something that I want, if it is something, it would give me a gift card so I can get a video game. But other than that, let's put the money towards, if you want to really put money towards me, put it towards this farmer, put it towards this woman who needs to build a well in her village so that they don't have to walk long distances to get water. Put it towards something that is actually affecting the change in someone's life or people's lives as a whole. Do not fill things, give me more things to put on a shelf, which in truth, and I'm very honest. When people buy me gifts, if I don't like the gifts, I'm like, you know what? Thank you for getting me this gift. It was so kind of you, but here you go. Okay, I have no problem returning a gift to someone if it's gonna be me putting it in the garage in a box for regifting. I don't like regifting things, and I don't like regifting boxes in my garage or in my pantry or anywhere in my house. It is important for us to simplify the energetic frequencies that we keep attaching ourselves to, because people just keep believing that in order for us to be happy, we need more stuff. We don't need more stuff. We need more genuine relationships. We need more organic situations where we share our love and our connection with people. We need more affection. We need more conversations that inspire the mind to create and join together collectively to create. We need more love for nature. We need more love for children. We need more love for animals. We need more love for ourselves. We don't need more junk. We don't need more things so we can feel, oh my God, I feel so amazing. I own so many things. You don't own anything. As soon as a fire comes, it'll burn all your stuff. Your owning is gone. So don't be fooled by the system. Remember, the system's whole thing is the system gives you no coping skills, okay? The system gives you no coping skills. You don't get coping skills in school. You don't get coping skills in college. You don't get coping skills from your parents. You don't get coping skills. So what does the system use? It gives you drugs and alcohol, okay? It keeps you doped up and drunk, and it wants you to buy a bunch of stuff you do not need, my loves, okay? And as I'm sharing with you to help you remember okay? You are all, and everyone is all, and nature is all, and fresh air, clean water, and good food, and great conversations, and lots of affection and touch and connection is all we really need as human beings in order to truly be happy, as having a connection with nature and animal, with ourselves and our community. Okay? All this other stuff keeping you, because you can't cope, because they gave you no coping skills, so you go to alcohol and drugs and buy a bunch of stuff because you think those things make you feel good. They don't. They don't. It's fake. It's not real. It doesn't exist. It's an illusion. Okay? Material should never be the thing that makes you happy or not happy. So please remember, the system is set it up that way. And the system also sets it up to keep you distracted. Distraction and making you distracted are so that you are not aware of your power. So the system's whole idea is to keep you distracted from your power and make you focus on what other people are doing. You know, there's this amazing song I love. It's called mind your own biscuits and life will be gravy. It's from Casey Musgraves. And if you don't like country music, it's fine, but I'm a big country music fan. So, you know, I love it because she's like, smoke your own smoke and grow your own daisies. Life will be biscuit. Just mind your own gravy. You know, and it's such an amazing song. I listen to it every morning when I'm getting up. I listen to my country music, and she's one of them that I listen to a lot, among other things. But the thing is, what I love about that is what Casey is saying. What Casey is saying is mind your own business, because the system wants you to be up in everyone's business so you forget about the real business, which is you, you. Because the more you put time into loving yourself, the more you put time to nurturing yourself, the more you put time to simplifying, and you start to really understand the core understanding of the more I spend time here and fill in my well and my wellness, okay, through realness, because realness is wellness and wellness is realness, then I'm able to give the overflow to everyone around me, and I become an organic being, a sustenance, not a being who's distracted in everyone else's business and making comments and opinions and judgments and this, when you know you don't even know who the person is. You don't know what their walk was like in life. You don't know what they have gone through. So let us, you know, mind our own biscuits. Mind our own biscuits, babies. Mind our own biscuits, and life will be gravy. I tell you, it will be gravy. So remember, the system wants you either distracted from you, which is distracted from creation, or it wants you afraid of creation. So it'll make you believe that you're going to be punished by God and sent to hell and all this kind of stuff. So that way you'll be afraid of your own power and you'll never ever use it, because you can't. Because if you're afraid of God, you're afraid of what God created, which is you, which means that you'll make you sabotage yourself, you'll cause pain for yourself, you'll cause loss for yourself. You do all these things against yourself because you are afraid of your own creation, because you're afraid of God. When you're afraid of God, you're afraid of yourself. If you're afraid of yourself, you're afraid of God. You kind of see how it goes? It's like, you know, right? No matter which way you go, it's the same interaction of that autonomy, right? So not being distracted, not being caught up in the rat race, focusing on you, nourishing, nurturing, and simplifying is a key that shamans really support you in remembering. Okay. And again, I'm going to say it for those who just come in. I am not your guru. I am not your teacher. I am your colleague. I am only here sharing with you for your remembrance. So anything I place in front of you, it's for you to remember. And I'll keep placing it in front of you until you go, oh my goodness, I remember now. Now I remember how to utilize that energy. Now I know what those symbols are. Now I know I have to draw this in the sand, what this was about. It's all coming back to me. And that's what it's about, right? No one's ever teaching you. It's about remembrance. So when you hear me say RS, I'm saying remembrance students. That means that you're in remembering, okay? You're in remembrance time, not that you're learning, okay? I cannot stand when everyone's like, and you're going to learn from me. No, you're not going to learn from me. You're not going to learn from me anything, because everything I know, you already know. It's just a remembrance. So please don't put people up on pedestals anymore, because that old tradition that's so old paradigm. It's so old paradigm. I can't even begin to tell you. I can't even have a conversation with someone who looks at me different because I'm Shaman Durek. It's like, if if you have a conversation with me, I want you to know how amazing it is for me to be with you, just as you feel is amazing for me, you to be with me. See, I don't even want to start crying right now because that's how much I love you, because I see you and I know you, right? And I need you to see and know yourself, right? Because you are and always will be a powerful being. Even if you choose to look at it or you turn your head away from it, the power is still there. It's not going anywhere. The power is still there. It's not going anywhere. You're just turning your head away and acting like it's not there. You're like, yeah, it's not there. But the power is still there. It's not going anywhere. So at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, you have to make a decision to either turn towards your power and sit in it and be in it and honor it and love it and make love to it and have orgasm with it through your consciousness, right? And when I say make love to it, I mean embrace it with everything that you are, because that's what making love is. It's embracing, right? It's being in communication with. Or turn away for it, but don't tell people, I don't feel powerful and da 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 da, because now you just sound like someone who can't see the power's already there. It sounds ridiculous. It's ludicrous to tell people you're not powerful when the power is sitting right there. That's like saying the sun isn't there, but it's sitting on your head. You're like, the sun doesn't exist. The sun's not there. But well, really, because the sun is lighting you up right now. Like the sun is beaming on you right now. You don't see the sun? No, the sun's not there. The sun's not there. I mean, that's what people sound like when they tell me that they don't understand their power. They don't know that their power exists. Or I don't know, Shaman Durek. I don't feel like I just don't feel like I have any power. I'm like, Maybe if you turn your head and look right at it, you'll see it. Just like the sun is always there. You can't act like the sun is not there. And even if you get mad at the sun's still going to come regardless if you get mad. So get over it. The reality of humanity is you're always going to piss someone off, and you're always going to assist someone and recognizing that they're your brother and sister and they're going to wake up to their remembrance. And there's always going to be someone who gets pissed off because they have to. The whole purpose of transformation and transmutation is about ruffling feathers. So you are going to ruffle feathers. So if you are this spiritual person who's like, I want everyone to be love and peace and da-da-da, not everyone is going to be love and peace, baby. Some people are going to be flipping out when you walk into the room. Some people are going to give you some weird stares and make comments on your Instagram and do kinds of right things about you and say things about you. Let them be. Let them be. Because those people, okay, are going through transformation. If they have enough energy to spew poison, you have done the good work. Or should I say, thank you for correcting me, the good love. You understand? The good love. Take the work out, throw it away, the good love. So when people start giving you looks and stuff, and people be like, sometimes a woman will say to me, a friend of mine will say, oh, I can't believe those people. Look at how they look at me. They're giving me all these dirty looks. I'm like, let them look at you. Turn around, do a turnaround, do a turn and walk. Let them see you. Walk by them. Smile. Do a little turnaround. Maybe just do a little move here, a little move there. Do a little something, a little something, so that they can see some more. As they look at you, just walk by them. Just look at them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And if they get like, they make faces, just be like, do something. Maybe you might flip your hair. You might want to flip your hair. Do a little bit of, just move around a little bit. Maybe you want to do a little spin around. That way you understand that they can really see you, because maybe they don't see all of you. Maybe they're giving you that look like, looking at you like that. So you just maybe need to do a little spin around, okay? And be like, that's it. Because you see, that's how you own yourself. That's how you own your power. You understand? When people get uncomfortable with you, you just have to be okay with their uncomfortable, because that's what evolution looks like. Evolution isn't this, everybody's going to be like, okay, I understand now. No, it's going to be like, I don't understand. You're crazy. This stuff you're talking about makes no sense. And like, are you foolish? And now you're a part of a cult with Shaman Durek and da-da-da, and you're meditating, and is that really doing anything? And blah, 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 blah. That's it. You know what? That's okay. Let them be. Let them be. And if they give you any kind of looks, prance. Prance, I said. Prance. Just do a little turnaround. Maybe you do a bow, like, Yes, I see you, king and queen. I see you. I'm a queen. I'm a king. I see you too in your presence. It makes you uncomfortable to see a reflection of yourself. Let me show you a little bit more. Let me show you the shoulder over here. Let me show you the shoulder over here. Let me do a little shimmy for you. Okay? Whatever you got to do, you do it. But you don't cower down. You don't hide yourself. You don't act like you don't exist. You don't shut yourself down. You don't play small because other people are uncomfortable with your big. Mm-mm. I don't care. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. You don't play small. You play big because that's what you are. Big, huge, giant. If you read Spirit Hacking, I say you are giant. You are a giant. You understand what a giant is? That means you're huge, big hands, big head, big eyes, big giant. Walk in the room, booyah. That's right. My friend said, you walk in the room and you light it up. God's inside of all of us. If you knew who you were and what you can do with the light. Okay? My friend wrote that song. He's a genius. Okay? When you walk in the room, you light it up. If people are like, it's so bright, go under an umbrella. I'm not going to dim my light. I'm not going to dim my light because you have a problem with my light. Go get an umbrella. Go hide under that rock over there. I'm going to still shine my light. Eventually, you're going to have to come out and realize that my light is your light and your light needs to go up too. So let's light up this place together and stop playing this game of, sometimes I have girlfriends and women will look at them and be like, oh, look at her and da-da-da. I said, girl, you better go over there and walk and do a little turn. She goes, no, they're judging me. I go, no, you know what? They're judging themselves. Go over there and do a turn. Okay? And then bow, boom, bow, boom. And then come back. And she goes, really? I said, yes, go do it. Go do it. Woo! Go do that turn. Let them see all of you. If they're going to look at one part of you, let them see all of it. Do a whole turn in front of them and then walk back over here and let's go get some food. Okay? Because we don't have no time. Okay? We don't have no time for the nonsense. Right? No time for the nonsense. All right. So I'm glad that we got to share all of that because it's really important because I love you so much. So for today's remembrance is about finding your elemental power. Now, let me explain to you what that means, okay? So in shamanism, as I have been sharing with you in your remembrance, is literally, shamanism is about what? It's about relationship. And I'm going to say this to you until you fully understand it at a core level, okay? So you remember this. Shamanism is about relationship to the food you eat, to the people, to your community, to your ancestors, to the spirits, to the trees, to the flowers, to the animals. It is about relationship. Okay? I walk into a room in a person's house and they have a dog and I look over them and I'm like, why do you guys like treat your dog that way? They're like, what? I said, yeah, your dog told me all kinds of things you're doing. Everything you're doing. What do you mean my dog told you? Your dog talks, just not in your vocal with your vocal box. They talk through feelings. If you know how to feel, then you can feel your animal because you have to have relationship. In shamanism, it's about relationship with everything. If you don't know how to have a relationship with someone, then you remember how to have that relationship. So everything that we do when we access powers. Now, a lot of times people will go, oh, I'm a shaman because I went to Peru and I studied for like 6 months and learned how to make a booming batch of ayahuasca. That does not constitute you as a shaman, okay? So if you have a friend or someone you know who's like, yeah, I see this shaman and this person went to Peru and for 6 months, or they did this in the jungle and they learned how to make ayahuasca or iboga or anything like this. This does not constitute you as a shaman. This constitutes you as someone who knows how to work with medicines. You are a medicine woman or a medicine man. A shaman is a whole different arena of communication with powers, okay? You get powers. So literally in shamanism, when you are operating as a shaman is when you are seeing the connection and relationship to all things. and you're able to demonstrate those powers. When I say powers, I mean powers. I mean like literally powers. Okay? Like when you see like movies where you get like people doing using powers. I'm talking like real powers, okay? So doesn't mean just because you know how to mix some plants and have people drink it, but you don't know how to draw symbols, and you don't know how to pull from different dimensions, and you don't know how to cloak or go into the underworld and descend, and you don't know how to go into people's minds and read what's going on with the synapses and knowing how to restructure them and how to do all these different things, which I'm sharing with you in your training, remembrance training, right? Your RT is about powers. So where do shamans get their powers? Okay, they get it from their ancestors, the earth, the trees, the flowers, the different spirits in different dimensions, different beings such as angels, different spirits in nature. They get it also from the elements, which is really important because the elements allow you to access different powers. Now, remember I told you shamanism is about relationship? Okay, so let me explain to you what that means, okay? So a relationship means you're building a relationship. It doesn't mean that you keep calling on Archangel Michael every time you have a problem, okay? Or you keep talking to a spirit or whatever every time you have a problem, okay? The spirits are not there to be only because it's all about you again, right? Relationship isn't just like, oh, you know what? Let me just call, like sometimes I'll have people who will just call me up because they need something from me instead of like, hey, Shaman Dur, is there anything I can support you with right now? I know you're human. I know you're going through things too. Is there any way I can show up for you to love you? That's a relationship, okay? A relationship is about connection, okay? I see people like Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael. And when I talk Archangel Michael, I'm like, do you have a relationship with them? He's like, no, I don't have a relationship with them. I love them unconditionally, but we don't have a relationship, okay? So you understand what a relationship is. It's a relationship. That's what it is. It means to be in relations with, not I'm going to keep calling you every time I have a problem, but I'm never going to check in with you. Like there's times where I'll be talking to spirits, not because I need something, just to talk to my ancestors, just to see like, how are you doing in heaven? What are you guys doing up there? You know, or should I say up there because it's in really, and be like, you know, what's going on? How's things been since you transitioned to the other side? You know, what have you learned? What things you want to share with me? Hey, trees, what's going on? Do you need anything? Do you need anything, plants? What's going on? Is there any spirits right now that need me to bring something from Earth that you need the energy transferred into your dimension? How can I support you? Sometimes I have spirits come to me and say, hey, you know, I really need the energy from these two elements on your planet. I need you to take a stone and put your hand in a river and hold it there and transfer that energy to my dimension because there's things happening in my dimension that requires that energy from your world. Can you do that for me? Absolutely. Got it. Done. That's what shamanism is about. It's not just banging drums and burning sage sticks and waving Palo Santo in the air and booming and putting a booming batch of ayahuasca in front of someone. It's no. It is about relationship, my darlings. It literally, like, there's nothing greater than having, like the other day, I had a spirit come in, and he was a person who was in a gang, and he couldn't find his way to the light. And so another spirit in the spirit world told him to come to me. And so I was in the hallway, and I got this chill that came up the back of my neck, and I heard this voice go, hello? And I turned around, I said, yes, are you okay? Who are you? What's your name? And he told me, I said, tell me what happened to you. So what can I do for you? How can I support you? He's like, I can't find the light. And the spirits in the astral plane told me that I could come to you and that you would help me go home. I said, absolutely, absolutely. Is there anything you want to talk about before you go home? You know, and he was like, you know, I just miss my younger brother. I don't want him to, you know, to go down that same path with me. And I just want to get home to the light. And I just really need to complete my story if you can help me. And I was like, sure. And I helped him get to the light, but not like, oh my God, the hair went the back of my neck. Oh my God, something's coming to happen to me. Something bad's going to happen. You are a child of the divine. Step up in your power and know that your love is supreme. Nothing's going to happen to you. And your hair goes up in the back of your neck and your arms get little hairs that go up. Be grateful. That's shamanism. Be grateful, babies. Be grateful that your hair is rising up in the back of your neck. That means spirit trusting you. Spirit trusting you. When you get dreams and you get nightmares, don't run from your nightmare. Go back. Spirit trusting you to go into another dimension and bring your light. Bring your light. Sometimes you might go into the dream world and you're in a realm where you can't turn on the lights because you're in the underworld. I remember this one couple was like, I can't turn the lights. I'm going to Jesus Christ because I feel like I have to give my life to Jesus because I couldn't turn the light on in my dream. I said, the reason why you couldn't turn the light on in your dream because you're the light. You're the light. Turn your light on. Light up the underworld. Come on now. Let's do this. So what I would like for you to do is we are going to learn what is your power. Now, everyone has a different elemental power that they've built relationships with from this lifetime and other quantum lifetimes that you've existed. And those relationships have been built in such a beautiful way that there are spirits who are waiting for you to remember them so they can support you with your powers. Okay? So what we're going to do is we are going to find out which elemental spirit you built a relationship the strongest with over all your quantum existences, and then which one are the ones that are more you need to build more relationship with so that you can learn how to access their power and their knowledge and their information that they can support you on. Okay, so in shamanism it is important for us to be able to wield what we call the elemental powers. If we can wield the elemental powers, it's powerful. Okay, all right, so I don't want to go into like how powerful it is because it would be a whole another sit down and talk about like exactly how amazingly powerful it is to be able to wield all the shamanic gifts, or to be able to like what they talk about, the 7 wonders for women and witches and warlocks who are able to access all the different 7 powers. But in shamanism, it's really powerful. But we're going to start today. That's another remembrance course. We're going to start today with finding out what exactly your power is right now. So what I need you to do is I need you to make 3 circles on a piece of paper. Okay? 3 circles on a piece of paper. Yeah, that is a whole another remembrance conversation. 3 circles on a piece of paper. And the first circle, you're going to write this is your signature power, right? Okay. Second is your secondary power. So your first power is your signature power. Your second power is your secondary power. It's your backup power. Your third is the one you're building relationship with now. Okay. Now, so have those 3 circles. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run a test, a shamanic test. Now, shamans always run tests on their RSs to see what type of things they actually can do in the spirit world while being in a physical presence. It gives us an understanding. Are you psychic? Do you do mostly dreams? Can you travel to other people's thoughts? Can you read other people's thoughts? Can you feel emotions? Can you push energy into a room and change the whole molecular energy structure of a room emotionally? Can you manifest things quickly? Can you pull people out of comas? Like, we want to know your gifts. We want to know your powers. So we know how best to help you utilize yourself in this world for change and for evolution, right? Okay. So I'm very about finding out what people's powers are so I can help them to really understand how to access the greatest abilities in their life. Okay, now, so we're going to start. We're going to run an energy of the 3 circles. So the first circle, second is your secondary power, third is the one you're building. Anything outside of that, that's a whole nother, don't worry about those right now. Just focus on the 3, okay? Because that's too much remembrance for today on those. We're going to stick with the 3. Okay. So remember, first thing you need to do is remember I taught you and for your remembrance of the shamanic key that people call the infinity symbol, which is actually an ancient spiritual symbol that's used in shamanism to access the energy planes. So you're just going to open that up, okay? So remember, it's that 8. It's the figure 8, right? So activate. Then you're going to say Open me up to the elemental spirits. Now, put your hands like this. Okay? Good. Now I'm going to run a test, and I'm going to call out the element. And if you tell me, and what you're going to do is you're going to see which one is the strongest, which one is a little bit stronger than, a little bit less than strong than that one, and which one is less than that. And then everyone else just push aside. Okay? So hands are like this. You did this. Activate. Open me up to the elements. Hands in front of you. Here we go. I spirit. Just notice if you feel cold or chills when I said ice spirit. And what was it? And what level was it? Okay. Moving on. Earth spirit. Notice if you feel grounded, solid earth energy moving through your hands or your body. Okay. If you get a sensation. Now, it may not even be that grounded sensation. If I say earth or ice spirit and you get a sensation through your body that's really strong, that means that that elemental has a strong connection with you. Okay. So write it down. Write it down. Very important. Now, for those of you who will think, oh, well, I'm more connected with water because I love the water. That may not be the case when it comes to how you use your powers. So don't filter that information in to what we are remembering today. Good. Fire spirit. Good. Notice your sensations. Water spirit. Notice what sensations. If you get no sensations, even if you get a tiny little sensation, that's something. If you get no sensations, put that aside. I only want to know the strongest ones. Electricity, electrical spirit. Electrical spirit. Magnetic spirit. Wind spirit. Okay, so now what you want to do is look at which one was the strongest sensation in your body or in your hands or some part you felt in your system. Something happened. Some people might start crying. If that when that spirit was called forth, then and that was stronger than the other ones, put that in your first circle. The one that was that felt strong but not as strong as the others, put that in your second circle. And the one that was like, yeah, I felt it, but it wasn't as strong as the others, put that in your third circle. Okay? All the rest of them, put aside. Now, These are the one that's in the first circle is known as your signature power. That means through all your quantum existences that you've taken bodies and forms in on this planet, you have built a strong relationship with those spirits in the first circle. Second one is you also built a strong relationship, but the one that was the strongest relationship was in the first circle. Third one, you're building your relationship now with that, or but you still have access to its power. So let me explain to you, okay, how these powers operate. Let's take your first circle, okay? So whatever your first circle is, you are going to access your power through the first, okay? If they were the same, then put them in the same. If they were at the same vibration, but one is always going to be your strongest one, okay? And you'll feel which one that is. You'll know. Okay, great. I'm so excited. You're learning and remembering shamanism and the relationship with the elemental powers. This is going to take you to a whole nother level of what power is that you have access to. And when I say that, let me tell you how happy it makes me to share this information with you. And I'll tell you why. Because I am so tired of magic being put on the back burner of human existence. I am so over it. I can't tell you how excited it is to give you these remembrances so that you can resurrect with me and all of the ancient beings that are waiting for more people to re-establish these powers as a part of your everyday life on this planet. We are resurrecting the ancient world in this time. That is so powerful. I can't tell you how I've been waiting for this moment of this great resurrection of the old world, because what humans have moved so far away from was the biggest mistake they ever made. They made the biggest mistake to shut off that world. We will not survive in the new world if we do not have these powers. I kid you not. I don't care who is teaching what out there and sharing what. If they are not teaching you the old ways, we will not survive. Science is not enough. Okay? It's not enough. Technology is not enough. We need our spiritual body to be activated in power. Just take a moment. Woo! I'm just having a moment. I can't tell you how many lifetimes I've existed to see the awakening of the old world fully resurrect in the people, not as a fear or torment upon human beings to kill people and murder them because they have powers that go beyond the physical. I can't tell you how many bodies I've taken to see this day. I mean, that is why I give it to you so freely, because it's time. The great insurgence is happening. The first plague has taken place. That means that all those who've heard the call for a long time are now ready to harness their powers and their autonomy and step into who they were born to be. This, like, I've gone through so many different lives where I've lost my life sharing this knowledge with people, from being hanged and burned and you name it. I mean, the things they did. I mean, even to the point like where I even chose not to take a woman's body in disembodiment because I knew that I needed both sexes to listen to me, not just one. So I'm just telling you, the woman and the man in me, we honor you. we honor you, and we are grateful for you. We are grateful for you to lift this veil of illusion and resurge the ancient world of Pangea back on the planet. Okay. Okay. Woo! The woman in me is like dancing, and the man in me is dancing, and the spirits in me are dancing. So I know I can be a little normal, you know. So I love being normal. So anyway, okay, all right. So now you're gonna take the first circle. So let's say, for instance, my first circle is ice. Okay. It's really funny because me and my girlfriend have the same. We're both ice. It's hilarious. Literally, she's a walking Elsa. Okay, so ice spirits, open up my heart. Ice spirits, bring high level vibrations into my body. Okay, now your turn. So if it's fire spirit, fire spirit. If it's ice spirit, ice spirit. If it's earth spirit, earth spirit. If it's water spirit, water spirit. If it's wind spirit, wind spirit. If it's magnetic spirit, magnetic spirit. Okay? Yeah, well, basically, when I say I'm normal, meaning like some people might think I'm crazy, but actually this is real normal. I think they're crazy. I think anyone is crazy in the world who hasn't chosen to understand what this is normal. Okay, so again, you're going to call out your spirit that you have built a relationship with and ask them to do something to your body or create something in the room. All right? So you can say, I spirit, make the room colder. I love powers. I love powers. I love powers. When I was a little kid, I was like, really? Wow, they forgot about their powers. Here I am again. Let's do it again. Got it. So again, say the main spirit, ask it to do something, such as make you lighter in your body, release your anxiety, pull poisons out of your system. That is how you access. Practice with the first and the second. The third, make offerings to that spirit to build its strength, or just visualize it or meditate on it. That's an offering as well. Any type of relationship you build. What do electrical spirits do? Oh my God, they boost your powers for manifestation, magnetic energy, all of them. I mean, we'll get into that. First thing I want you to do, I don't want to go into all of what each spirit does right now. What I want you to do is just play and start discovering how cool it is that they can activate things for you like that. Okay? So offering is meditate on them, dance for them, burn a candle for them, make an offering to nature on their behalf. These are offerings, right? So like if you have your more not so strong is water, go bring gifts to the water, clean the beach, make offerings. Okay, it's very important in shamanism. Offerings are a huge part of shamanism, right? So again, I want you to practice. There will be other shamanic remembrance courses to help you and assist you to understanding what each of them operate. And then I want you to practice with them and send me information, send videos of you practicing to and hashtag 30 Days Strong. You can check out and rewatch this on KNEKT TV on Apple and Roku. It literally, what you just got today is highly valuable. More valuable than what you may think is valuable. And what you are going to find out, yes, it can. Yes, it can. You're going to be mesmerized with remembrance that I don't even want to say anymore, because what you've been given today is a blessing amongst the elders and the nature spirits and the animals and all medicine women and medicine men, shamans, teachers, sages, mages, witches, warlocks, saints and sages and wizards and sorcerers and all magical beings that have been and always will be a part of your life when you access these powerful gifts. I love you so much. I love you so much, so much. And if you like everything that you're hearing, please check out Ancient Wisdom Today podcast. We have a lot of amazing, wonderful golden nuggets there for you. Also, when up level, we're continuing to add more videos to the Shaman School. Check out the free meditation. That's a gift. There'll be more free meditations for you also at the Shaman School. You can get that at goingshamandirect.com. And we have more IG giveaways coming up on my IG Instagram account. So stay tuned for more money giveaways, more product giveaways to keep you lifted and shifted and to let you know and to let you understand how much I love you. I love you so much. Thank you for being on the planet and receiving these remembrance gifts of love so that you can up-level your life and change the world for the better. Lit kisses. Amala Ashe.